Alright, we're doing the Ascalon path fractal in tier 3 right now. My guardian, so it's going to show you this path. Alright, so we're going to come up here first and kill this arrow cart. So from there you can just drop down. I have all the NPCs on me since I was in back. But as you go up in tiers, the veteran mobs, the Ascalon mobs, get quite a bit harder, but your NPCs scale with them. So this whole fractal is kind of about managing your NPCs and having them help you. Alright, so after you clear those out, you want to focus on the burning oil. So then you can go in and melee. So once you get all that siege equipment down, Dolphy's pretty easy. You can just go into melee here. She respawns the ballistas behind us, but they don't really do much damage. They just knock you around. It's not too much trouble. From there, just melee this gate down. Alright, from there, they fixed the bug where you can always jump over to the left. So it looks like it's on the right side. It's all the way to the right. Alright, so basically have to find the path that doesn't have those sandbags. For this run, it's going to be on the right. So we're going to drag them and LOS them around this corner. It'll just group them up a bit nicer. And then your NPCs will help you out. Alright. And then same kind of thing for this part. There's not as much to LOS. Try and just drag them into the NPCs. And etc. Just keep continuing, clearing out the mobs. So we're just going to LOS them right here. Alright. And then this should be the final group, I believe. There might be one more. This far right path is the longest path. You have to fight the most mobs. It's nice when it's like directly in the middle, or even the left isn't as bad. As far as the Ascalon mobs in here, the monks are pretty simple. They buff their party, but they don't do too much damage. The warriors, though, they do a ton of damage. And then enchanters, they do damage with their AoE, but it's not too difficult to dodge, so they're not as bad. And then, of course, assassins are like the thief type. Really, the most dangerous ones are the warriors. They can destroy you pretty quickly. Everything else isn't too bad, especially at 20. Alright, so we're just going to clear this burning oil. And then the gate. So for this part, we just want to pull the first two groups out to this doorway and have your NPCs fight them here. The reason we're doing this is because if they go too far in, they're going to get hit by arrow carts and ballistas, which is going to aggro them to the middle. We're actually pretty close here. When you're way back by the door, the ballistas also can't hit you. So, it's another benefit. From here you can just range down the siege equipment. And then just run in with them NPCs, let them try and take most of the aggro. And then the rest of it's pretty easy. As long as your NPCs are alive, this part's not too difficult. Alright. So some of your NPCs will probably die, but you should have time to res them before the next event. Alright, so this next event is just going to spawn 3 mobs that run towards the center while you guard the NPC. They're super easy. Just wait until they get towards the middle and your NPCs will aggro them, and then you can just burn them down real quick. This part's a breeze. This is going to be the last wave of 3. There's going to be one more wave that spawns right before the end, but they'll just despawn, so... You have a battle standard. Alright, so I just asked my group if they had battle standard, which is a warrior elite skill. It reses 5 of the NPCs when they die from the agony attack here. So if you have warriors in your group, it's extremely useful for this fight because you can get back your NPCs, which makes this fight a lot easier. So this first phase, he has a sword and shield. His damage is pretty low overall, so you can actually just go into melee. From here, at about 50% health, he's going to pull out his staff. That's the phase where he actually has agony, which is that one. So at this point, you want to stick to range if you have low resist. This is also where you want to see our NPCs are dead, so you want to use your battle standard. So one of the warriors did that, so 5 of them res back up. When you see him start casting his agony attack, the first AoE is going to be pretty short, so it won't hit you if you're ranged. You can dodge the second one if you're kind of close, or if you're at 1200 range, it won't hit you. The other thing to note is if you go into melee range, when he's roughly 10-15% health, he is going to go into greatsword mode. But as long as you stay ranged, he's going to stay in staff. So it's not a big deal. But overall, stay ranged, and really the only thing you have to worry about if you have your NPCs up is his agony attack, which you can either max range or dodge. And thanks for watching.